welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me and tell me a little bit more about your business. You working in a very interesting industry, and that's one of the reasons why I actually wanted to have a discussion with you today, and that you work in HR.
Definitely.
So, secondly, I just had such a great connection with you, and I think you're a phenomenal businesswoman, and I would love for our readers to know who you are, and your business is definitely unique, and I want you to share that with us today, please.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's start with what's the company's name. So the company is Inspirante Labor and Business Consultancy. So we try to focus on the labor, but we also try to focus on the business itself. And for me, it's always about inspiring your labor force, inspiring the people within your working space. That's very, very important. So and that's the reason why I started it, is that I worked for somebody and I thought, you know what, I want to make a change. And that's how this whole company idea started. It's not a new company, but the concept is not new.
Yes.
But I thought, you know what, why can't I make a change? And that's how it started out. And the company started in 2018.
Okay, tell me, Inspirante.
It's such a Latin word, hey?
Yes. So just the name itself is
I
like,
know.
is wow. You
Yeah.
know, it's intriguing. So
It is.
where did the name come from?
I like languages, so I'm very fond of utilizing words and so forth. And Inspirante means to inspire, or inspiration, or inspire, or
Yes.
depending on how you want to see it. And that's the reason why I said Inspirante Labor and Business Consultancy, because again, you inspire your labor and you want to inspire your business and you want to move forward. And again, the people in your business are the asset to your business.
Yes. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
And Vanessa, you do things a little bit differently
I know.
to some of the other companies out there. Tell me a little bit more about that, please.
So I've recently started focusing on policies and procedures. Every company does it, I get that, but I've decided to take a different view to it. If you know the LTBQ, you know, that termination, I utilized that and I said I'm going to put that into my policies and my procedures. And that's what's making my policies a little bit different, and also it's proudly South African. And I don't know if there's other companies that necessarily focus on the proudly South African policies and procedures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. And I think you got my attention when we first had our first chat about what it is that you do.
Yes.
And I think that is just so unique. It's so unique. And
Definitely.
it's definitely a different view.
Definitely.
Yeah, so...
I actually came about it because I had a client that went into a very difficult situation. And unfortunately, you need to make sure you take everybody in consideration within your working space.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I said, you know what, let's put something to this together. I had to do it for the client.
Yes.
And that's where the idea kind of got born.
Yes.
Because we are, and if you think about overseas, we are moving into that kind of concept. We are moving into that notion. And it's going to start here very, very soon.
Yeah.
So we need to take that in consideration.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Vanessa, tell me, what type of clients do you work with in general? What type of clients are you looking for?
I love working with all sorts of individuals. I like working with the small individuals, the small SMEs,
Yes.
to the larger corporations. Because sometimes, even as a small company, you still need policies, you still need procedures, you still need structure into your business. Even if you're a one-man band, you have a dream, you want to take that dream and you want to become bigger. You want to employ. That dream becomes a lot larger than what you think.
Yes.
And if you don't have the right structures in place, then it might not work out the way that you were thinking. So for me, it is having that structure into your company, but having the right structure in your company.
Well, that's amazing. And tell me, what type of services does your company do? You know, is
Ooh,
there...
a lot.
Okay.
A lot. So there's 5 departments in the company. So first, the one is we focus on the IR. So it's the IR department where you do your disciplinary hearings and all the things that you don't necessarily want to do within your company.
Yes.
Those difficult talks.
Yes.
Then we've got the training, skills and development. We focus on developing you as an individual or focusing on the company as well. Then we've got the HR, where you focus on the policies, the procedures, the documentations, the job descriptions, the KPIs, all of that things that comes into play. Then events, because why you need to do team buildings as well with your employees. We are born and not in isolation, but to be part of a social community. And the more team playings you do, maybe you don't have budget for it, and that's okay. But have small events where your people come together and talk about things.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we actually have the last one, which focuses on health and safety.
Okay.
You need to be compliant with regards to your health and safety, especially in South Africa also. It's a very, very big thing. And then your POPI compliancy.
Yeah.
All of that structures goes into one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanessa, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It has been very inspiring. I find your way of doing business fascinating.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I think that our readers are definitely going to see a lot more of you.
I hope so.
And your business, and I'm looking forward to the road that we're walking together.
Thank you. Me too, definitely. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.